am Yusupriya and my topics are constructor in C++, types of constructor and constructor overloading. First one is constructor in C++. A constructor is a member function of a class which initializes the object of a class. In C++, constructor is automatically called when object create. It is a special member function of a class. Actually, a class consists of data members and member function. So, a constructor is a member function of a class. When object is created in the class, then the constructor is automatically invoked. Means a constructor is automatically called. A important feature of the constructor is the constructor name must be equal to the class name. A constructor name must be equal to the class name. Then I will explain a constructor in a small example. Here we are taking the header file /include iostream.h and we are taking the class name with the text and we are taking the data name members is int a comma b are the data members and we are taking the keyword called public. The public keyword is used to access the member functions outside the class also. And why we are not taking the private keyword? Because the main difference between the public and private is the public is used to access the member functions outside the class also. We will see the difference between the public and private. The difference between public and private keyword is if we use public keyword, all class member declared under public will be available to everyone. The data members and member functions declared public can be accessed by other classes too. The public members of a class can be accessed from anywhere in the program using the direct member access operator dot with object of that class. If we use private keyword, the class member declared as private can be accessed only by the function inside the class. Only the member functions and friend functions allowed to access private data members of the class. They are not allowed to access it directly by any object or function outside the class. So the constructor must be declared in public area only. So we are creating a new constructor. When the main feature of the constructor is the constructor name must be equal to the class name. Constructor name must be equal to the class name. So we are created the constructor with name test and we are giving the values for a and b. Here a is equal to 10, b equal to 20. And we should want to return these values. So we are give void main here. And clear screen which is clear to use, which is wanted to clear the output screen. And we are creating the object t by using the class name. When the t of object is created, then the constructor is automatically invoked and it is automatically called the a and b values. So the object is created t and a and b values is directly initialized here. So a is equal to 10, b is equal to 20 and the sum of the program will execute and here the values of a and b are initialized. Now we will see the properties of the constructor. Constructor has same name as a class name and constructor does not have return type. We can overload constructor. It means we can create more than one constructor of a class. We can use default argument in the constructor. It must be in public type. Actually, we know that constructor is invoked automatically when object of their class is created. And one of the important feature of the constructor is constructor does not participate in inheritance. The constructor does not participate in inheritance. We are not able to find out the constructor address also. We are not able to find out the constructor address. And the constructor is executed at once. The object is created. Further calling is not allowed. The next one is types of constructor. Mostly there are three types of constructors. First one is default constructor. Second one is parameterized constructor. Third one is copy constructor. And the first one is default constructor. A default constructor is a constructor which doesn't take any argument and it has no parameters. So the constructor which do not have any arguments and the parameters are called default constructor. Generally, the default constructors are two types. One is compiler defined default constructor Second one is user defined default constructor. The compiler defined default constructor means when we are doing a program without creating any constructor, the compiler will create the constructor during the execution. So such kind of constructor called compiler defined default constructor. User defined default constructor means when we are creating our own constructors called user defined default constructor. I will explain you a compiler and user defined default constructor with the examples. This is the example for compiler defined default constructor. Here we taken the header file called hash include iostream.h and we are creating the class with the name test. Int a comma b are the data members and public is a keyword and constructor must be declared in a public area only, and as usual program will be run out. But in this program we are not creating any constructor. During the execution process, the compiler will create its own constructor with the same name of class name called test. So in this program the compiler will create its own constructor and it will initialize the values of a and b in the object. So the constructor which are creating compiler is called compiler defined default constructor. So here the test which is created by compiler is called compiler defined default constructor. And this is the example for user defined default constructor. In this program as usually we are writing the header file and class with the name test and int a comma b are the data members and public is a keyword. But here the user will create a new constructor called test. Here the user will create the constructor. So it is called user defined default constructor. And the program will be run out and the user defined default constructor is created by the user called user defined default constructor. And the second one is parameterized constructor. A parameterized constructor are the constructor having specific number of arguments to be passed. Means a constructor having any arguments or parameters called parameterized constructor. And the parameterized constructor will participate in constructor overloading also. And the constructor may have or not have the arguments or parameters. That's why it is possible to overload the constructor. The constructor will have default arguments also. We will see the parameterized constructor examples in constructor overloading concept. It is similar to the constructor overloading concept. And the third one is copy constructor. A copy constructor is a member function which initializes an object using another object of same class. A copy constructor has following general function prototype: class name, construct, class name, ampersand or object. Generally we know that constructor is used to initialize the object, and a copy constructor is also a constructor which is used to initialize the object by using the another object of the same class. Then it is called copy constructor. A copy constructor is used to create another copy, Xerox instance of the object. It is used operator overloading also. A copy constructor having reference type parameters and having object class type parameters, and it is receive another object. Now we will see the examples for constructor, copy constructor. This is the example for copy constructor. Here we are taking two header files called iostream.h and conio.h. The iostream.h is used to work the functions cout and cin. Conio.h is used to work the functions clear screen and get ch. We are creating the class name with the sample. Int a comma b are the data members and public is the keyword. It is used to work the functions outside the class. And we are creating the constructor with the class name, same class name sample. Int a and int b are the parameters of the constructor. So the parameters which contain constructor called parameterized constructor. In this the compiler will confuse which is the actual a and b values. See here, int a and int b are the parameters. Int a comma b are the data members. So which is the actual a and b, with the compiler will confuse. To clear this confuse, we are giving the actual variables. Here this dot a is equal to a, this dot b is equal to b, which is a, this a is equal to this dot a, this b is equal to this dot b. Means these values are copied into these values, a and b values. These a and b values are copied into this a and b values. And we are creating another constructor with the sample name and it is a copy constructor which contain a reference type parameters. Reference type parameters also contain class name parameters, means it is similar to the class name parameter sample. And here this ampersand is a reference variable, old is the object, means old object, means here a is equal to old dot a, b is equal to old dot b, means this a is equal to old dot a, this b is equal to old dot b, and this we should want to print this value, so void print cout a end 1, cout b end 2, and void main. Here we are creating the object sample with s1, 10 and 20. Here the parameterized constructor will satisfy this condition. So s1 object will contain a and a is equal to 10 value, b is equal to 20 value. The parameters are, so the objects are initialized here. Similarly we are creating the constructor na, so sample s2 object also created, and this copy constructor contain ampersand all, means old object. Old object means what? s1. So here s1 is printed. s2 contain s1 object values, means s2 is equal to a, also a is equal to 10, b equal to 20. So s2 contain same values with the s1 also. So s1 dot print s2 dot print get ch. So the output will be s1 is equal to a equal to 10, b equal to 20. s2 also contain a equal to 10, b equal to 20. And the next one is constructor overloading and constructor overloading. Constructor can be overloaded in a similar way as function overloading. Overloaded constructor have same name, which is name of class, but different number of arguments. And constructor overloading is defining that several constructors with the same name by changing the number of arguments or type of arguments or order of arguments. The constructor overloading is a polymorphic feature of C++, and it is used to extend the functionality of constructor. So the constructor which is the same name of class name with which changing the number of arguments or type of arguments or order of arguments is called constructor overloading. And we know that a user which is used to extend the functionality of constructor is called polymorphism of constructor. Now we will see the example for constructor overloading. This is the example for constructor overloading, and we have header files include iostream.h, include conio.h, and we are creating the class with the name circle. The circle has property has radius, so float r is a radius and public is a keyword. We are creating the constructor with the same class name circle, and here we have no parameters, so it is a default constructor, and we are giving the value for r is equal to 5, and we are creating the another constructor with the same class name circle and creating, and here we have parameter which is float r, so it is a parameterized constructor. And the compiler will confuse that the float r and here the float r, here the float r is a parameter, here the float r is a data member, so which is the actual r, the compiler will confuse. To clarify this confuse, we will say that this dot r is equal to r, means this r is equal to this dot r, means this r value will copy into this r value, and we should want to find out the area of this circle, so void show area. What is the formula of area? Area of the circle, area is equal to pi r square, and pi is equal to 3.14. So cout area 3.14 into r. So void main here, and then clear screen. And circle C1 is the object where one object is created for default constructor. Circle C1 is created for default constructor, and here no parameters, so C1 r, here C1 object is created and r is the value which is 5, and 5 is printed here. And circle C2 is parameterized constructor. C2 object is created which contain 10 is a parameter, so float r is a 10 is created, so C2 contain r value which is 10. And C1 dot show area, C2 dot show area, C1 circle area and C2 circle area will be shown and get ch. The output will be C1 area is equal to 3.14 into 5 into 5, which is 78.5, and C2 area which is 3.14 into 10 into 10, 314. This is the example for constructor overloading. Thank you for watching this video.